All right. Welcome to Jamamie's podcast. Today on set we have Bleach. Get out of fucking Bobby's food.
Bleach is eating Bobby's food. It's a normal, everyday occurrence, but they do nothing to stop it because they're two cats, and so anywhere Bleach can get, Bobby can also get, and vice versa. So,
I just want to say I've spent a lot of time spraying bleach with a water bottle every time she did that, and I stopped. So there's no results. There's no results. So today we were thinking about seasons and how the seasons make us feel and change us as humans physically and emotionally. And right now we're on the cusp of spring and we're in winter here in Michigan. And we're just gonna...
You took it way deeper than I thought this season talk was gonna be.
It's gotta be, like we're getting somewhere. This ain't some empty podcast. This is not some tiny conversation that everybody's gonna forget. This is gonna be a memorable piece of information that people are gonna be moved by and think about it themselves. If you want.
Okay, we'll start with spring.
Okay, spring. I was gonna start with winter because winter. Not that it
Winter's
sucks,
good too.
but
We can start with winter.
I'm just tired of the winter. Well, first of all,
We live in Michigan.
yeah.
That's important background information. We experience all 4 seasons, so we're basically experts. So don't doubt us.
Yeah, and I lived in New York for quite some time.
Also a 4-seasoner.
4-seasoner, but Michigan has crazy ass weather because of the Great Lakes. And like it'll be like super bright one day and then just like you get some crazy snowstorm that smells like fish because it's all lake water and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just kidding. It's not the snow, but if it rains sometimes it smells like the lake. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, same for me, goes twice.
Same.
Wintertime, it sucks ass. It's very cold. The wind hurts my face. The oil on my skin freezes because I have really oily skin. So, like, I walk outside and, like, it literally, like, freezes on my face. Like, my face oil.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. I have very oily skin. And it, like, literally freezes when you walk outside. And I'm just, like, can't move my face. This is kind of probably, like, a facial treatment, like an anti-wrinkle thing. So if you can't smile or frown, you're not getting wrinkles.
Oh, my God.
Pro tip.
Eternal beauty.
If you have oily skin, maybe don't. I don't want any of you going outside and getting frostbite, but limit your exposure.
Yeah, my face gets super dry. I feel like I have an oily face, but I've been well to clean it and clean our pillowcases so I don't get like super oily all the time. Just pick up the old
I'll
oils.
wash my face and 10 minutes later it's like an oil factory.
What do you eat?
I've always been like that. Like, it's just like so oily. I don't know how to stop it.
Well,
I use like facial toner all the time. I have like rose water toner I spray in my face to try and like stop the oil.
Do you swim?
In the summer.
Well, like geese. Like, they have, like, a whole bunch of oil under there.
I was on the dive team.
Like, see, look, this is perfect. But they take their heads and, like, rub their face under the oily wings so that they could dive and be more hydrodynamic.
So I should start swimming.
Yes, exactly.
I'm hydrodynamic.
Yeah, you're adapted to the water. So winter is not so bad. It's actually...
Anti-aging, hydrodynamic...
And it makes my eyes really dry, so it looks like I have dark spots under my eyes all the time, and sometimes they bleed. I don't like it.
Yes, you said it's not so bad, and then chime in with that eye blood.
Eye blood sucks. They're like chapped lips just under your eyes. It's just...
That doesn't happen, I think, because I wear glasses.
I wear glasses now, too.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, this is my first year. But dang. And so I guess sledding's fun. I haven't been sledding once this winter. I've also never snowboarded or skied.
Oh, we could go next winter.
That'd be fun.
I know how to snowboard and not ski, but I could ski. I've seen enough videos that I feel like I could just recreate the movement.
I mean, we just went over how you feel that you'd like to talk yourself up to give yourself some nice confidence, and your body does not match.
Yeah. So that's not a pro tip from this podcast.
But if you want some self-confidence,
I can give it to you.
Yeah.
Just build it up.
Oh yeah, just to be clear, I'm Jake and that's Amy.
Yeah, we don't want any confusion.
Yeah, we live in a very progressive society these days, especially here in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Moving on to spring.
Springtime.
Spring is horrible here because all the snow melts and it turns into a muddy shit show and it smells like butthole.
Okay, on the opposite side, I love seeing the buds on the trees and how
and the flowers, yeah.
The tips of the trees, like, they turn yellow first and then they'll turn red and then you know they're about to bloom, but it still takes like 2 months. And you're like, what the fuck?
Want to hear the blondest moment?
yeah.
I had like the blondest moment. Sorry to the people who get offended by that because I know so many girls are like, don't say that. The blondest moment. So, like, you know when tulips like start to bud, they like kind of they have like the pointed tip and it's just like 2 or 3 inches of just like green, and we had so like, you know, asparagus grows in a ditch. But we have like on the side of our house we just have like a little like flower bed, yeah, just some nice scenery, and we have tulips sprouting right now, but I got excited because I thought it was gonna be asparagus. I was like, John, oh my gosh, we're gonna have asparagus. It's growing right outside our window. And he was like, Amy, it's not asparagus. It's just flowers. So that's nice, but I was really excited. I was like, I don't even have to plant it. We got fresh veggies year round.
There was this
the asparagus is coming.
There was this one plant at my mom and dad's house, and it like, my dad didn't mow the lawn for like a long time, and like this purple thing just grew like huge, and it looked like asparagus on the top. And then my dad said he was mowing the lawn. I was like, you cannot mow the lawn.
Do not cut my asparagus
Do not cut my purple asparagus. So he ended up mowing the lawn, but I found it. So I was like, all right, I got to do the next best thing. So I just ate it.
What did it taste like?
It was delicious.
Did it taste like asparagus?
It was like a little crunchy. It was like juicy, but it was just like a nice...
Side note, we are not promoting that you eat random foliage.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea.
If you play Sims 4 and you go out into the wilderness and your Sims eat stuff, they get high and trip out.
I mean, that might inspire some people too.
Oh.
That's not.
Never mind.
Yeah. All right, whatever you do, we're not. What's that word? We're not.
Anything we say is not anything you should do.
Yeah, just for liability purposes. Yeah. Do not do anything that we say because of what we say.
And we're not doctors, so we don't know if wintertime is actually anti-aging or hydrodynamic.
Yeah, I mean, Amy is hydrodynamic, but the winter is not. Alright, wait, so we got spring. Oh, well, when the flowers bloom, too. I had this amazing dream the other night, and like there was like some... just dream story going on that didn't really make sense. And I was at my friend Brian's house, and I stepped outside, and the trees were all blooming, and I could see the pollen in the air, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze a lot. And then I didn't, and then I felt the pollen like touch my skin, and it had this cooling, like mystifying feeling, and I was like, the earth is beautiful. And then I went back.
Hi, Brian. Shout out to Brian. I hope you're listening. We miss you. And if you want to be shouted out in our podcast, just shoot us an email. It's in the description, and we'll shout you out.
You can also follow us on Instagram at @JakeTheWizard and at YoRoach.
Yeah.
And check out our YouTube channel.
It's About Nothing, called About Nothing.
Perfect plug. So, blooming foliage in the spring's nice, and the water starts warming up too, and it brings us straight into summer, because swimming is definitely a summer
out of
activity.
this world.
Says the hydrodynamic girl. And in Michigan, although I've only been here for a year, there are lots of places to go swimming all over. This is wherever you are, you're not like 2 miles away from a lake or some body of water.
Yeah, there's lots of... One time we went floating down the Shiawassee River. Do not recommend. It is freaking filthy. I got like a leech on my foot. We kept seeing trash, and then we got like so disoriented because like we started out at the park downtown Fenton, and then we just got off at like that like bridge by my mom's house, and it took like 4 hours. Oh and we're like, my other friend, a different Jake, was with us.
Shout out to Jake Bowers.
Yeah, Jake Bowers. Hope you're listening. And like he started to panic because he was like, I don't think we're in Fenton anymore. We've been on this river for so long. I don't recognize the scenery. And then we were like yelling to people in their backyards, like, "Where are we?" And obviously no one was answering.
Wait, so
we're
this,
like, "You guys are stupid."
This river went through people's backyards?
Yeah.
Like, is this a big river or is it like a street?
Kind of. It goes under US 23, so we went under the overpass, and that was filthy.
It's probably disgusting. It's got like concrete, asphalt
runoff gasoline water. And we probably developed cancer. It was nasty.
But all right, so how did you guys get home?
We walked.
Like 4 hours?
No, so we went into the river, and then we got out at the bridge by my mom's house, and then we realized, like, the water there was so much cheaper than the beginning. We had to yell into some lady's house for her to come help us.
And this lady did. She
came out. She came out, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love you guys. You're such a fun young people. Like, good job." And we're like, "Thanks. Please help us." And she was like, "Anytime you float down this river again, just give a yell, and I'll come out."
Oh my god. I want to go.
Yeah, we just went to Walmart and bought like the cheapest inflatable donut tube they had.
And they made them for 4 hours?
Yeah.
They made them? Holy shit. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Don't worry. That was just my computer falling asleep. Well, you made it. All right, so there's another shiny summer story. Hiking's great in the summer, and also when spring comes around and you know that summer is coming too, there's like this feeling that you have like inside. It's not just like an outside feeling. It's like
you feel good.
Yeah, you feel really good, and you just know that it's there. Like it's this fulfilling, like waking up feeling.
Like I'm gonna get some vitamin D.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some fresh air.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die this winter. I made it another winter.
And I mean, also something I've never thought about before till this very moment right now. With all the leaves gone, like the trees are not producing oxygen like they do in the spring and the summer.
Oh yeah, we probably get better air quality.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
If you live in the Arctic Circle, please let us know your air quality report because we are curious. I'm curious.
Are there trees in the Arctic? Yeah, there's trees in the Arctic
Circle.
Circle.
But not as much as here.
But there's... All right, I get these confused. There's carnivorous and what's the other one?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Sagittarius trees.
That's not right. It's not. That's a zodiac.
All right, so I think it is carnivorous trees. The ones that are north, they're like mostly like pines and stuff. But I read this great book, The Hidden Life of Trees. It's by this German forester by the name of something, first name, last name, Wollenberg. And he talks...
I love that.
There are some pine trees that shed their needles, like that how they do here, like regular trees. And the way they're shaped and the way like their pines are, they catch snow to insulate them. Oh, well, this is actually for trees, pine trees that keep their needles because they're coated.
I heard there was only one type of pine tree that drops all of its needles every winter.
All right,
and it turns like fire yellow, and then it drops all of its needles, and it's actually, we have them in the UP.
Oh.
And it is seriously like the most beautiful. Oh. Like it's like golden yellow, and then the trees. Oops, that's a false story.
Yeah, we're jumping straight to the fall. We're jumping straight to the fall. Yeah, we will. All right, but I guess the whole pine tree will just keep. Was there anything more about the summer?
No, we could jump into fall.
Yeah, I guess this is a nice natural segue, literally and figuratively.
So they drop all their needles, and it's just beautiful because it's like the red leaves and then the bright yellow trees.
Whoa.
And it's like golden yellow, like just such a rich yellow.
Wow, like a golden fall. Because it's all, like all the trees, they hibernate too. Like they have all their energy that they can produce. And at their best time, depending on the tree, drop their leaves. And just store all that energy to have enough energy to bloom in the spring. And live throughout the winter. But they like hibernate too. And this like beautiful, it's like a dance. It's like this beautiful last like showcase before they like sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
That is cute.
But other pine trees, they got needles and they coat themselves with some, I forget what like chemical it is, but they coat.
Why they're sticky?
Yeah, it's like an antifreeze so that they don't freeze. And then the way they're shaped, because they're like V's, they like catch snow so that the snow is insulating the energy inside the tree.
Wow.
Unlike whatever these kinds of trees are called that are not designed to catch snow.
Huh.
And that's the fall.
Clearly not our favorite season.
I mean, I really do like the fall. The fall's cool with, like, its cool mists. You get, like, the nice temperatures.
It's also, like, the start of winter, and you're like, it's coming.
Yeah, you're
But I do
right.
love winter.
I just wish we could go sledding more. It's like it just snows and then it melts, like, in a day.
Well, this winter was very odd with that. Usually we get, like, a lot more snow, and it's very cold. And there's, like, a lot more wind chill from the lakes. This winter was just very...
mild?
Very mild. Extremely mild and very short.
Yeah.
Usually we have, like, way snow before Christmas, and we, like, hardly had snow for Christmas.
Maybe climate change?
Well, it's also, like, what is it? It's, like, the El Nino or the El Nina. I think it's the El Nino where it's, like, a warmer...
Oh, like the storms?
Yeah, right now it's an El Nino. Whatever one is the warm one. This year is like the El Nino, the warm one.
But, like, with climate change, I feel like...
Climate change is real, but the El Nino does have a big impact on...
Yeah, but I mean, that's a part of climate change, because, like, if you had...
That's true. Every time the climate changes, it gets worse.
Yeah, like, let's just take, like, a sheet, right? Like, if you had, like, a blue sheet. This is hard to do. No, alright, you have, like, a tub of water, and then you just, like, scoop out a cup of water. The water, like, falls in on it.
Yeah.
To, like, replace it. So, like, if you had some kind of change in temperature, it'll, like, react, or, like, the rest of the temperature will react to it to, like, try to maintain equilibrium or, like, balance it out, which causes, like, winds and then different, like, temperatures and heats to come through, which have an incredible amount of variables due to the rest of the planet, like us. Like, I mean, if you had, like, volcanoes or islands or big oceans or trees or anything, those all influence the weather and, like, wind direction and heat change, too. I guess the Earth's just pretty beautiful. Like, life is pretty great. I can't believe we're...
What about flat earthers? Because that's all I thought about that whole time. When she said the sheet and did, like, the whole arm movement.
Oh, that it was, like, just
flat.
like a flat...
The flat earthers. What do they think happens?
That's a good... if there are any flat earthers out there, we're not trying to discriminate.
We just want to know why you think the Earth is flat, because I seen a picture of it from NASA, and it definitely looks round.
It does, and I have too, and I mean, I got my own views, but I respect...
I saw one argument, and it was like, how come there's no pictures of a round Earth?
What? What? Oh my god. My friend and I, we took a trip to Israel last year, and we ran into this old man named Glenn, who only ate vegetables and sushi, had 2 dreadlocks in his beard. His skin was like armor, like tan armor. And he was just like a wizard. He was a teacher in the States, still is, I believe, and he just travels around and walks most places.
So it's your dream.
Yeah, it's literally my dream. And he's talking about, like, oh, like, the universe this, or, like, the essence of life this, and all this stuff, and, like, the joys of life. And we're having a blast. Like, we're like, oh, like, Glenn, this is awesome. Who calls himself the Glen of life, as like, a glen, like, between the trees of life. And we left after having this wonderful conversation. And this guy comes up to us and goes, do you believe all that? And now we're in Israel, so we're thinking, like, this guy's going to be like, Christianity, Islam, like, or
religion
something.
Is
life. Some kind of religion. And he goes, God is real, but the earth is flat. And anybody who does not believe that the earth is flat is dumb. And then went on, like, this 15-minute rant about his, like, awakening experience to be, like, knowing the earth is flat and knowing that, like, that's the way that it's supposed to be, and, like, with our ice wall and stuff. And I was, like, dumbfounded, caught off guard, listened to him, and then after he left, Madison, my friend, was like, that was just the biggest waste of time that we had on our vacation. And I just
You're like, that changed my life.
Yes.
I had a very similar experience. I was hitchhiking in Alaska, and this guy picks me up, and he had, like, this really weird bumper sticker, and it, like, said Fairbanks on it with, like, this weird logo, and I was like, what's with your bumper sticker,
Wait,
sir?
what did the logo look like?
I can't remember it now, but whatever it was, it just, like, caught my attention. He goes, oh, I'm part of a very elite club. It's called People of Fairbanks for Global Warming.
What?
So I was like, can you explain that? And he was like, well, if you're out in the woods, literally this is where the story goes. There is no this is, like, it makes no sense. He goes, if you're out in the woods and you're chopping wood by yourself. If a grizzly bear or something, or a little brown bear comes up to you, it's no big deal. You know, they might try and attack you, but you'll have an axe, whatever. The noise will scare them away. You most likely won't be approached. But, you know, we have polar bear here, and the polar bear are starving, so they'll just eat you.
Oh my God.
I was like, is this man drunk? Am I about to die?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look.
And then he was saying, like, how the polar bear are starting to breed with black bears. And,
Is this true? I don't know much about polar bears.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if anything he said is true. I think, like, the essence of the group is, like, global warming is happening. And it happens with or without, like, humans don't play a part in it, and that's a natural cycle that happens, and they're just ready to embrace it. But I think he just took it to such an extreme and a bizarre place with the polar bear and, like, the getting eaten, and...
Yeah, that was a strange, like, analogy.
I don't know. I just got out of the car, and I was like, I'm ready for the next person to pick me up so I can forget about this moment.
Well, how do you feel about, like, global warming or climate change? Like,
I think it's definitely... It's a natural cycle the Earth goes through, but I think people definitely, like, push it further and faster than it naturally happens. So I think that's why a lot of animals are going extinct. They're having a hard time evolving. I don't really know. That's just what I think.
Remember when you heard that story about the mountain lions?
Oh, and the border wall.
Yeah, no,
I seriously, my life was changed. There's this little species of, like, mountain lions, and they have to migrate to live, and, like, the border wall is going up right in their migration path, and, like, they will go extinct. So, shout out to Trump. You're killing the mountain lions. I want to, like, go chain myself to, like, something down there and be like, you'll have to go through me first.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, bring the tree movement.
They'll shoot me in the head and not even care. They'll be like, no one cares about this girl.
I really don't think that's how it would turn out. I just have a hunch.
They definitely would do something and then build the wall.
Also, I mean, to my knowledge, I don't really... a sad truth to me is I really do not stay up to date with political, like,
I really don't
America
either.
dealings. It really just... It makes me kind of sad, and I'm overwhelmed, and I got enough stuff to try to figure out my own life, like, that I gotta focus on. So it's, like, hard to focus on all that stuff, too. Not that I don't care, but I gotta be my best.
Honestly, sometimes you just can't care.
Yeah.
You can't care about everything that happens.
Yeah. Oh, but what I heard about the wall is that now they're, like, the walls in, like, partitions, and it's, like, movable walls. So it's not, like, one...
So we could just move it out of the way.
Yeah, it's not one. So maybe they have the mountain lions
Taken
like
care
in
of.
mind. Yeah, they're like, okay.
I hope so.
And they're smart too. It's not like the biggest thing that differentiates us, at least in my opinion, from other animals is that we just have thumbs. Like that's like we're bipedal organisms with thumbs. So it allows us to walk and also like do things with our hands.
Yeah.
And like we could like create and build stuff too. And I think that's just like in a evolution kind of standpoint pushed us in like a certain direction. Cause
well, definitely.
Yeah, nothing else that we know like can really do that. Like you have
or our communication is like next level.
But that
Human
also
communication is like.
But it's very like intricate. Not to say that it's better than other communication.
No, but it's just like next level. It's not like dolphins communicate like better than humans even like a lot of people think.
Yeah.
But like just human communication and the way we can communicate is next level.
I mean, yeah, like look at this right now. We're recording our voices to whoever wants to listen to us and talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And
should we lie about our appearance?
I'm 6'9", blonde hair, and I'm gay.
I'm 5'2". I have purple hair and I have an eyeball tattoo. So my the whites on my eyebrows,
they're
eyeballs
blue.
are
Yeah.
actually blue.
Yeah.
They're not. It's
I was
blue
there
on
for
blue.
the injection. They just take like a needle. I don't feel comfortable talking about this. All right, these are all lies.
It's a lie.
And the only reason I know about that injection thing is because I saw it on an episode of CSI.
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh. My mom and I used to watch CSI all the time. Like,
I used to watch it, and then I started getting nightmares, and I stopped. I was like, this is like real life shit.
That's probably why, like, when I get like a random nightmare, it's probably from all the years of CSI and watching Stephen King movies. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I'm always like, where did this come from? But Stephen King, he knows how to fuck with your brain.
Well, we are way off the topic of how the seasons make us feel.
Well, this is how spring... Wait, no. Fall. Maybe just like fall, this is the fall of our topics.
Maybe this is how fall makes us feel. It makes us feel very discombobulated, off topic.
But passionate.
Yeah, but very passionate.
Passionate. And also honest. We couldn't even tell that one fake lie.
Yeah, I can't lie like at all.
Yeah, I can't either. That's rough. I guess it's a gift.
A blessing and a curse.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, what is there really, like, is there a situation that you could see yourself in that you would 100% have to lie?
Not have to, but, like, I could see myself wanting to lie.
Ooh.
I don't think you ever have to lie. You don't ever have to lie. You can always tell the truth.
Well, I mean,
But, like, sometimes I might, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just fun if you're, like
that speed dating thing.
Yeah, like, we were talking about speed dating, and, like, I would love to go speed dating, and maybe, like, every single person, I'd be like, my name's Brittany, my name's Ashley. Like, every single person, I just have a new name.
And also, like,
career.
Amy is engaged as well, so, like, this has no, like, romantic or, like, sexual value.
Yeah, I'm also engaged, so, like,
it's just to lie for fun. But she can't.
Yeah, so I've never done that, so don't be giving me hate mail like, oh, you're wasting people's time.
I bet they would have a blast.
Yeah, I think if at the end of it I was like, hey, this is just who I am. I lied that whole time. My name's Amy, and
and you've been on
not a doctor.
You're on Jamamie's podcast.
Yeah,
and you pull out the
you're on
microphone.
my podcast.
That'd be a pretty good idea.
We should do that.
I could get behind that.
John doesn't care if I go.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fine. And then you just bring a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
We can set that up.
Yeah, we can. More equipment. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so when I think about lying, the first thing that comes into my head is a situation where I would have to lie. And that means that if I was, like, captured and my life and other people's lives were at stake and like I had to like appease the assailant, this person who's accosting me every day, I would I'd have to lie about something like, oh, I believe in all your ideals and beliefs and I think you're like changing the world or like doing this, especially after watching that movie, like Greta. A cult. Yeah, like a cult or something, to be able to formulate a plan to get out.
Wow, yours is much more elaborate. Mine's like such an asshole thing. Like, I want to go speed dating and lie, and you're like, I need to get out. I need to change.
Save people. Yeah, but somewhere in me, even in those situations, I just like to imagine that the ultimate honesty would change the assailant's ways.
Okay, but what about this? Sometimes you lie, and it becomes the truth because you just believe it. Like, lying could be subjective.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
the
if
truth
you're
is
like,
subjective.
Well, so like, there's a tissue box across the table over there on this little nightstand. If I was like, oh, look, that tissue box is orange, and I mean, it kind of is. That was a bad example.
Oh yeah. It has orange on it. It's not orange.
Yeah, but that does not make it like. That's not a subjective lie. Like, that thing is not.
But it's like, if you, like, say you go to the grocery store and you tell this lady, like, my favorite childhood memory was, like, going swimming off this pontoon boat. But then you tell the lie so many times, you start to believe it's a real memory. Yeah,
but that's, like, that. I don't think that's subjectively, that you're, like, creating a false memory that you love. Which I think would embody feelings, like true feelings that you have. Like, say there's a memory that you do love, and like those emotions would come out of you if you made your own memory. Oh my god. If you made your own memory, like those feelings might be true, but just about like a true experience you had. Like, my family, we had a house on a lake, and there was a lot of good experiences, like kayaking and pulling my cousin on like a little boat.
Yeah.
So if I made up like a story about like, yeah, we rode 9 jet skis and raced like every Sunday, which is not true, and then I believed it. All those feelings that I had at the lake house, that's the same joy I would have.
Is that how we learned to pass a lie detector test?
Oh my god, we're genius. Somebody call Maury. Yeah, so that's what we do in the fall. I also like sweaters, but I also like wearing little to no clothes, like in the summer.
Yeah, me too.
I like the way that the breeze...
I just don't like feeling constricted. Like, I like being able to feel like I can do odd movements if I need to. Not that I ever do, but, like, if I want to, like, do, like, a weird cartwheel and then, like, land in the splits.
In the splits. In the splits.
You can't do that if you're wearing a snowsuit.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
Not that I can do that anyways, but...
I really do want to learn how to do a split, like, stretch more... But I don't. I'm good for a while, and then I stop stretching, and then
I follow this girl on Instagram called The Stretch Therapist, and she just teaches people stretches.
Oh my gosh. I know some stretches, though. Like, I got stretches to get to split level, but I don't know. I can't follow through. It's like for, like I could be good for a month, like, every day, and then, like, I miss one day, and then it's, like, every other day, and I'm like, oh, this is just a little phase. I'll go back to every day. And then I just, like, then it's, like, once every 3 days. And then I stop, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I did it again. But at least I made it a month. And then I'll start up, like, a month later doing something else.
But then you're kind of back to the beginning.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
Not all the way, but you lose mobility definitely over time.
Yeah. Like, I guess I could still do that.
Yeah, but you want soft knees.
It hurts a lot. Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Jake's lifting his leg in the air for... are people that don't have cameras. Well, I guess this isn't recorded anyways, so for everybody listening.
Yeah, for everybody listening, this is a very detailed visual. I
also love soft blankets.
Like this?
And that's, yeah, but like that can only be like a winter thing because it gets too hot.
Unless you have air conditioning.
We do, but... I
guess it is expensive, too. Last night, when I was sleeping out there, I was fine. And then just, I mean, like when you sleep with somebody else... Like Amanda came in there, I just got so hot. Like I can't even use a blanket.
Sorry, John, I'm about to divulge this personal information. John sweats a lot, and it's disgusting. And it makes me so like grossed out. And I love him dearly, but sometimes I'm just like sleep in separate blankets because like I don't like rolling over and feeling sweaty.
Yeah, and you already have, like, oily skin.
So yeah, so now I'm real hydrodynamic. It's, like, next level.
Yeah.
I walk outside, my entire body freezes because it's covered in sweat.
And your salinity is ready for the ocean.
Yeah. I just turn into salt water the second I get into ocean.
Amy is the shape of water.
The sound of music.
The hills are alive in the sound of music.
How long is this podcast? Can we tell on here?
I don't know. Yeah, we've been talking for 33 minutes.
Should we cut it?
I'm thinking it's a good time, but I think we should...
We'll leave you guys on a good note.
Yeah.
Shout out to a good podcast that you guys should check out, The History Chicks. Find them on Stitcher. We're not sponsored by them, but I like that podcast.
Later!